We are going to do an EFT session on the limiting belief that it is not meant for me. If you have a desire, some goal that you so sincerely want, and it just will not happen. If you've ever found yourself thinking, feeling like maybe this is just not meant for me. But when you have that thought, you don't feel relief, you actually feel worse. That indicates that you have a false limiting belief, the belief that you can't or shouldn't have what your heart desires. If for some reason, it's not happening because ... God doesn't want me to have it. The universe doesn't want me to have it. My own higher self doesn't want me to have it. For some reason, it is not meant to be. It is not meant for me. We want to clean that up. I'm going to just say real briefly before we move into the tapping section of this video. If you have a sincere desire in your heart for an improvement, there is something that you just feel so drawn to. You love it. When you are thinking about that thing, whether it is a new milestone in your business, a certain level of success, putting out a new type of product, being a public speaker, a new level of income, a certain type of lifestyle, a beautiful vehicle that you just absolutely love and would love to have, but for some reason, in spite of all of your action, all of your best intentions, it seems like you just cannot seem to get there. And you find yourself thinking to yourself, maybe it's not meant to be. We're going to clean that up because you do not have that desire. You do not have a resonance with something if it is not right and good for you. Now, I'm not talking about unhealthy addiction types of desires. That actually, you can feel there's a contradiction in that, because if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I just got to go have that other drink. I'm just craving that drink. I have to have that drink. You can simultaneously feel that's not a sincere heart's desire. That's coming from some type of strong urge or craving. You can feel that there is a difference between that type of desire, if you want to call it that, versus a sincere desire, which is, I want this better quality of life. That quality of life feels right and good. It feels like a good thing. It will be beneficial to me, to my family. It doesn't hurt anyone, including myself, right? It is a higher vibrational desire. So now, as you are moving forward in your life and you are aspiring to create that goal, you want to achieve that quality of life, and you just keep encountering resistance and struggle, and you find yourself doubting, then there is this belief that we've got to clean up, this belief that is contradicting your best intentions. Okay, so now as we go through the EFT, I just want to remind you, if you're not already familiar with EFT, please go watch one of my training videos first. If you are familiar with EFT and the way that I do it is a little bit different, that's perfectly fine. You can do it your way or you can do it my way, whichever you feel most comfortable with. As I'm going through this, I am a guide, but you have the key to unlocking your freedom, okay? And what you're going to notice is, as I'm going through this, I might actually trigger something within you, a memory, thoughts about where you have been buying into this false limiting belief. emotions might start to come up, very strong emotions. And I'm still tapping through the points, guiding you through this journey. You just sort of tune me out. I become background noise, and you focus on what is coming up for you. You can still tap through the same points. You can use me as your guide, but be really honest with yourself about what you're thinking and what you're feeling. It's clearing away your stuff. That is why EFT is so effective. It's not that I have magic words, okay? So use me as a guide to facilitate your healing process. And when we get towards the end, you may feel like you need to keep tapping, okay? If I'm closing things out, just ignore me. You keep going. You might feel a sense of completion well before I'm all the way through this. Just stop, take a deep cleansing breath, allow yourself to process, okay? The point that I want to make here is there's no right or wrong way. There's no right or wrong words. The more self-honest you can be, the more effective this is going to be. So here we go. We're going to start with our setup phrase. We do that, of course, by tapping on the karate chop point. So we've got our tapping fingers ready. I sometimes do talk fast, okay? If you feel like you are going a little bit at a slower pace, it's okay. Go at your pace. Remember, okay, I'm just here to sort of get the process started, to get the thoughts flowing, to get the emotions up, and to guide you through this to release it. So here we go. Even though a part of me believes that it must not be meant to be, I accept who I am and why I feel this way. Even though a part of me believes that it must not be meant for me, I love, honor, accept, and forgive myself. Even though a part of me believes that if it were meant for me, it would have happened by now, and it definitely would not be this hard. I am ready, I am willing, and I am able to release and let go of any false old beliefs that have been holding me back. Top of the head. What if it's not meant to be? Eyebrow. What if I'm not meant to have what I want? Side of the eye. What if I made a mistake? Under the eye. What if I think I want this, but it's not actually what I'm supposed to have? Under the nose. I don't know where this belief came from, but a part of me believes that maybe it's not supposed to happen. Chin. Maybe I'm not supposed to be successful. Collarbone. Maybe the universe is interfering because it's not right for me. Under the arm. What if I'm going in the wrong direction? Wrist. But why would I have this desire? Top of the head. Why would I desire something that wasn't meant for me? Eyebrow. Other people are able to achieve this goal. Side of the eye. Maybe it's meant for them, but it's not meant for me. Under the eye. Other people maybe have more skills. Under the nose. Maybe they're more worthy or more deserving. Chin. They believe in themselves more. Collarbone. Whatever the reason is, it seems like this is not meant for me. Under the arm. What if it's just an illusion? Inside of the wrist. What if I'm believing that it's not meant to be, but that's a lie? Top of the head. After all, if I have a desire in my heart, there's probably a reason for it. Eyebrow. We all have different unique desires. Side of the eye. Why would I have a unique desire for these things if I couldn't have it? Under the eye. What if I just need to release and let go of this false belief? Under the nose. I can see how this belief would hold me back. Chin. And I can see that it must not be entirely true that I can't have things that I want, because I do allow myself to have certain things that I want. And I even allow myself to sometimes have things that are not necessarily that good for me. Collarbone. So if God or the universe is not interfering with things that are bad for me, wouldn't that contradict the belief that they would stop things that are good for me? Under the arm. So what if it has nothing to do with whether or not what I want is good for me, bad for me, right for me, or wrong for me? What if it's just my beliefs about it? I'm willing to let go of this old belief. Tap that. I'm willing to let go of the belief that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, or that for some reason I can't have what I want. Eyebrow. I'm willing to let go of the belief that it's wrong for me to have something that my heart desires. Side of the eye. It's sort of a silly belief now that I think about it. The eye. A silly belief that I can't have basic fundamental things that I desire. Under the nose. My desires don't hurt anyone. Chin. As a matter of fact, most of my desires would be good for me and for the people I care about. Collarbone. I'm willing to let go of this old false belief that I cannot or should not have what I want. Yeah. I'm willing to let go of this silly old belief that something would be blocking me from having what I desire. Inside of the wrist. I am ready, I'm willing, and I am able to release and let go of my fears that I might be doing something wrong. Top of the head. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I am able to release and let go of this false, disempowering belief that the universe or God or something is stopping me or blocking me from the thing that I so deeply and sincerely desire. Eyebrow. Whatever this old belief is, I'm ready to let it go now. Side of the eye. It is time for me to drop this false belief. Under the eye. It's almost ridiculous that I've been believing this for so long. Under the nose. It's a ridiculous belief that I can't have what my heart desires. Chin. I see evidence all around me of other people who have similar desires, and some of them are not even very good people. Collarbone. And some of them are good people. And so it has nothing to do with who is good or who is bad. Under the arm. So it has nothing to do with me being good or bad. Wrist. What if it's just that I've been blocking myself because of this belief that I can't have what I want? Top of the head. What if I've been blocking myself because of this weird belief that I picked up from someone that I shouldn't have what I want? Eyebrow. I'm willing to let it go. Side of the eye. I'm willing to release and let it go. Under the eye. It is safe, right, and good for me to have what my heart desires. Under the nose. It is safe, right, and good for me to have what my heart desires. Chin. It is safe, it is right, and it is good for me to allow myself to have what my heart desires. Collarbone. I am willing to let go of the old lies and stories that I've been holding on to. Under the arm. I am a good person, and it is safe, right, and good for me to create beautiful, wonderful things that I love. Wrist. I give myself permission to see that I am worthy and I am capable. Top of that. I give myself permission to see all the evidence of the ways that this universe supports me. I wrote, I am willing to release and let go of my old story that there is something wrong with me. Is that feeling? I am ready, I am willing, and I am able to step in to my power and say yes to my heart's desires. Under the eye. It is okay for me to have wonderful things in my life. Under the nose. What if it's always been meant for me and now I'm finally saying yes to myself? Chin. What if the success has always been destined for me and now I am finally saying yes to myself? Collarbone. What if it is time for me to fully and completely align with my heart's desires? Under the arm. I give myself permission to release and let go of the lies. Wrist. And to know in my heart that I am worthy, I am capable, I am absolutely inherently deserving, and I am designed to create the things that my heart desires. Now, if you want to keep tapping, please, by all means, keep tapping. If you feel a sense of completion, go ahead and stop here. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. I'm going to remind you that limiting beliefs are incredibly common. You can identify them when you feel any negative emotion. Look at your circumstances and ask yourself, what do I have to believe about myself, about my life, that would cause me to feel this way? Listen. Whatever comes up, that's your old story. That's your limiting belief. Challenge it. Remember, if it is not a law of the universe, and there are only a few, if it is not a law of the universe, meaning it does not apply to absolutely everyone under every circumstance without exception, if it is not a law of the universe, then it is just a belief, and beliefs can be changed. We're going to end this video here, and I will see you in another video.